and providing that level of stability and support at the same time to say, look, this is something I'm doing for me. There are going to be some amazing things and breakthroughs I'll have that will benefit you as well. My wife is becoming annoyed that I'm spending too much time working on myself to better myself. How can I explain this to her? Yeah, I get that, man. I understand. Two things happen. When you start to improve who you are as a man, it highlights the discrepancies or deficiencies in other people. Not actively through you portraying that onto them. You're just in your lane, in your zone, trying to become a better person, right? But your actions inadvertently highlight the mirror to someone else of what they're not doing, right? Imagine that. You've got two couples, perfect, easy, simple example. Two couples, man and wife, they're both fat. The man gets really fit, right? There can be self-sabotaging. There can be some sabotaging, not self, but sabotaging from the wife, whether it's through food, nutrition, critiquing, criticizing, trying to hold them back from training. All the other things, same thing. Woman gets really fit, man doesn't. All of a sudden, there's a lack of alignment. And that becomes quite challenging and quite painful. So the reason why there's a lack of support at times is because it highlights the deficiencies in the person, and that brings up their own insecurities. And that happens. We talk about improving your life as a father, as a man, and we highlight the mirror for you and yourself, but we're on your side. We're not saying you're the only problem in the world. We're not saying you're the problem at all. You are the solution, but also inside of the problems you face, they're exactly the same. Children have problems they need to work on. Women have problems they need to work on. Mothers, fathers, grandfathers, grandmothers. Doesn't matter, man or woman. Everyone has their own shit that they need to deal with and improve. So whilst we highlight what you can focus and improve on, guess what? Your wife has mess. She needs to sort of shit out. She needs to work on insecurities. She needs to be cautious of the other things and conditioning around social media, mainstream media, anything that paints a picture that she's not enough, or what she needs to do to be a valued woman in society. So the best way around this is explaining it to her, not that you're doing it for us or doing it for her, you're doing it for you. And providing that level of stability and support at the same time to say, look, this is something I'm doing for me. There are going to be some amazing things and breakthroughs I'll have that will benefit you as well. They'll benefit you because of the husband you'll get, but they'll also benefit you because of some of the things that I'm going to be doing and working on. There's a high chance that it could apply to a woman as well, mother as well. Time poor, sacrificing for the children, don't give back to yourself, feeling lethargic, run down. There are very similar patterns for men and women when it comes to parenthood. And this is exactly what happens, man. You get resistance, and then guess what? Because you keep going first, because you keep leading, because you stay true, because you don't become a yes man or become a pussy and bow down to her trying to pull you away from version 2.0 and the best man you can be, because that is the worst thing you can do. Guess what? They then ask you to lead. And I've seen that so many times. Nutrition, walks. Hey, your wife starts going for a walk. She starts going for a walk with you. Hey, you notice the groceries this week, there's a few more healthier things in there. She starts doing meal prep with you, and she joins the gym again, and she starts to look at cool, calm, collected, and in control, a great mindset piece when it comes to not blowing your stack when there's chaos inside of the household. I promise you, man, this is exactly what happens. You stay true, stay in your lane. I'm not doing this to say that you're not enough. I'm doing this for me so I can become a better man in myself. And then you do it with a desire without attachment. Of course you're gonna benefit. You're gonna have a better husband. Of course the kids are gonna benefit. They're gonna have a better father. So you're showing the desire of your improvement on self without attachment, but the benefit to them. Not, I'm doing this just for you. I'm doing this just for, I didn't ask for this. And then you get caught and then you get stung. And then you casually showcase this. Of course I'm doing this to become an amazing man inside of myself. This is my life. It's important. You know what the benefit is? Yeah. You're going to benefit too. You're going to have a better husband. Kids are going to have a better father. Going to have more time. Going to have more energy. Going to be more present. Everyone wins. So two things. You continue the path and you keep leading. And then secondly, bring that transparency. You must bring clarity and transparency on the why, which starts with you first, from which it ripples out to them. And then if there isn't an alignment with that clarity, you can then seek further clarity. Just so I'm clear, you don't want me to be a better person? Is that what you're saying? Or, okay, so it's taking away from you, from me doing this? Or is my 24 hours yours, is it? Or like, I know you're not saying I'm a slave, but I'm just a bit cautious here on what you're saying. Am I not entitled to have my own time and benefit with what I'm doing? Am I holding you back in any way? Let's work together as a team. Awesome. Okay, you're a little bit concerned because I'm training 3 days a week. Where do you want 3 hours a week back in your life? Let's work on this together. Because this is how women are wired. They choose emotion over logic and ration. We choose logic and ration over emotion. You have all three, and we need all three, but the order of things is why women are wired differently to men. So when you can paint that picture, not just logically, but tying the logic, the ration, and the emotion for me, for we, and for she, you'll all win. And you will face resistance. It's change. People don't like change, especially when, like I said, it inadvertently or indirectly highlights a potential deficiency in what they're doing. Hope that helps.